Hello everyone, welcome to Analog IAS. In this video, we'll be discussing about protected areas. The protected areas in India are categorized into national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, community reserve, conservation reserves, and biosphere reserves. These are notified by central or state governments under different acts and under different provisions. The first one is the wildlife sanctuary. It is declared under the provisions of the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. It is generally species oriented. That is, to protect a particular species of importance, wildlife sanctuary is declared by the state government. It can be declared either by the state or the central governments both. And the grazing, firewood collection by tribes is allowed, but it is regulated. A sanctuary is a smaller area, and if importance or protection is to be given to a larger extent, then a sanctuary can be promoted to a national park. So far, there are 551 wildlife sanctuaries in India. The national parks in India are designated by the state governments under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. This is generally done to protect the habitat for a particular wild animal species. The national park are categorized into two zones, that is a core zone and a buffer zone. No biotic interference, that is no human interference like grazing, fishing, is allowed in the core area, but activities like tourism, research, and construction of hotels, etc., are accepted in the buffer zone. Currently, there are 104 national parks in India. Biosphere Reserve is given the highest importance in terms of protection and conservation. This is given an international designation by a body called UNESCO, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. These are designated under the MAB program, that is Man and Biosphere program. India is also a part of this program. The Biosphere Reserve are generally notified to protect the whole ecosystem, unlike national parks, which are only for protection of a particular species or animals. The boundaries are generally fixed by legislation, and the Biosphere Reserve consists of three zones, that is a core, a buffer and a transition zone. The only activity permitted in the core zone is research and monitoring, while in the case of buffer zone, activities like tourism, recreation, education and training are permitted. So far there are 18 biosphere reserves notified by India, out of which 11 are recognized under the Man and Biosphere program. The biosphere reserves generally comprises of huge area, therefore it includes a part of wildlife sanctuaries and the national parks as well. For example, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve comprises of Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, Nagarhole National Park, Vandipur National Park, Mudumalai National Park and Silent Valley National Park. Suppose there are two protected areas, that is a national park on left side and the wildlife sanctuary on the right side, and these are connected by a corridor, and if this corridor is owned by a private individual or a group of individuals, it is called a community reserve, and if this piece of land is owned by the government, it is called as conservation reserve. The main purpose of designating the community and the conservation reserve is to make sure that the buffer areas are not used for exploitation and used for conservation. These are designated by the state government through the Wildlife Protection Act. Now let us solve this question. With reference to protected areas in India, consider the following. National parks in India have a larger geographical area compliant to wildlife sanctuaries. Tourism is permitted in the core area of the Biosphere Reserve. The answer is D, none. As we have discussed, no biotic interference is permitted in the core area of the Biosphere Reserve except monitoring. And national parks in India comprises of only 1% of the land, while the wildlife sanctuaries comprises about 3% of the land. Therefore, the answer is D.